Welcome back to CoinQuest, where we dive deep into the fascinating world of coins, currency, and hidden treasures you might have in your pocket right now. Today, we're talking about a coin that many people overlook, the 1952 Lincoln Wheat Penny. You may think it's just another old penny, but in reality, this small piece of copper can be worth a surprising amount of money in today's market. Some of these coins are fetching top dollar from collectors and coin enthusiasts, and you might be sitting on one without even knowing it. So make sure you watch till the end, because we'll break down everything from its history, rare varieties, errors to look out for, and the current market value of this vintage penny. Let's dive in. History and background. The 1952 Lincoln cent is part of the iconic Wheat Penny series, which was minted from 1909 to 1958. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this coin features a profile of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, or front, and two stalks of wheat on the reverse. That's why these coins are known as wheat pennies. In 1952, the U.S. Mint struck hundreds of millions of these pennies, primarily from copper, as was standard before 1982 when the mint switched to a zinc core. These older copper pennies have a unique weight and feel, and they're highly collectible, especially in excellent condition or with special varieties. The coins were minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The mint mark can be found just below the date on the obverse. No mint mark means it was struck in Philadelphia. A D stands for Denver, and an S means it was minted in San Francisco. Production numbers: in total, more than 1 billion Lincoln cents were minted in 1952 of Philadelphia, over 186 million Denver, over 746 million San Francisco, over 137 million. These are large numbers, but not all coins are created equal. Most were heavily circulated, meaning they show signs of wear and tear. However, coins that have been well preserved, especially in mint state or uncirculated condition, are much rarer and far more valuable. Key features that increase value. Let's talk about what makes the 1952 Lincoln penny potentially worth a lot of money in mint state condition. If your 1952 penny looks brand new, with its original red luster and no signs of wear, it could be worth far more than face value. Coins graded MS65 or higher by reputable grading services like PCGS or NGC can sell for $20, $50, or even more depending on demand. Red, red-brown, and brown coloration Lincoln cents are also graded based on color. A coin graded red is the most desirable and valuable, followed by red-brown, then brown. Red coins have been stored carefully and have retained their original copper color. Rare errors and varieties. Now here's where things get exciting. Some 1952 Lincoln pennies have rare errors that can significantly increase their value. Double die obverse, DDO. If you see doubling in the lettering or numbers on the front of the coin, you might have a double die variety. These are highly collectible and can sell for $100 or more depending on the sharpness of the doubling. Off-center strikes. If your coin was struck off-center, it could be worth $50 to several $100s depending on how dramatic the error is. BIE error. This is a small die break that appears between the letters B and E in Liberty, making it look like there's an I in between. These are fun to find and can be worth anywhere from $5 to $30 or more. Current market value. 2025 update. So how much is a 1952 Lincoln penny worth today? Here's a general breakdown based on condition and type. Circulated condition. Common ware 3 to 10 cents. Uncirculated red-brown, MS60, MS63 $5 to $1.20. Uncirculated red, MS64, MS66 $25 to $100 plus rare error varieties. $50 to over $500 depending on the specific error and condition. High-grade certified coins, MS67 red or better. These can bring in hundreds of dollars, especially if sold at auction. Collectors today are actively searching for high-grade, well-preserved examples of the 1952 penny. Even more so, if your coin has a rare variety or error, its value could skyrocket. Final tips for identifying value. Here's what you should do if you think you have a valuable 1952 penny. Examine it under good lighting with a magnifying glass or coin loupe. Look for doubling in the date and letters. Check for mint marks and their placement. See if the coin retains its original red color. Compare your coin to professional images online or get a second opinion from a coin dealer. Consider sending it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading, especially if it's in exceptional condition or has a noticeable error. Conclusion: so the next time you come across an old penny, don't just toss it into your change jar. That 1952 Lincoln Wheat penny could be worth more than you ever imagined. Whether it's a rare mint error or a beautiful red gem in mint condition, there's real value hiding in plain sight. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want more content about valuable coins, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a hidden treasure. Let us know in the comments if you've ever found a rare penny. We'd love to hear your story. See you in the next video, and until then, happy collecting! Coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of vintage pennies, specifically the 1940 Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny. This little copper coin might be sitting unnoticed in your change jar, but did you know it could be worth far more than just 1 cent? Stick around, because we're uncovering the true value, the historical background, and what makes the 1940 Lincoln penny a hot item in today's coin market. Let's get started. First, let's talk about the history of the 1940 Lincoln penny. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. It was the first regular issue U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse side shows a right-facing portrait of Lincoln, while the reverse in 1940 still carried the classic wheat ears design, also known as the wheat penny. In 1940, the United States Mint produced Lincoln cents at 3 different locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Here's how many were minted at Philadelphia Mint: over 586 million; Denver Mint, over 81 million, with a small d mint mark; San Francisco Mint, over 112 million, with a small s mint mark. Because of these high mintage numbers, most 1940 pennies aren't considered rare, but condition, mint mark, and specific errors can turn an ordinary coin into a valuable collectible. And now, let's break down the value of a 1940 Lincoln penny based on condition and mint mark. In circulated condition, a 1940 penny from any of the 3 mints is usually worth between 5 cents and 50 cents. Not too impressive yet, but wait. If you have a coin in uncirculated or mint state condition, the value climbs significantly. In 1940 Philadelphia penny in mint state condition, MS60 or higher, can be worth between $1 to $10. A 1940 D mint mark coin in mint state condition can fetch $2 to $15. A 1940 S mint mark coin in mint state condition can sell for $3 to $20 depending on how well preserved it is. But here's where it gets exciting: certain coins with error varieties or exceptionally high grades can bring hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auctions. Some of the most valuable versions include double die obverse errors. These are rare, but if you spot doubling in the date or the word liberty, you may be holding a coin worth $50 to over $300. Depending on grade. Off-center strikes or repunched mint marks can sell for $20 to $150 or more. Coins graded MS67 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can sell for hundreds of dollars. To give you an example, a 1940 Lincoln cent from the Philadelphia Mint, graded MS67 red by PCGS, sold for over $3,000 at auction. Why? Because high-grade coins from that era are rare, especially with rich red luster and nowhere. So, what should you look for if you think you might have a valuable 1940 penny? Here are a few tips. Check the mint mark. Look under the date to see if there's a D4 Denver or an S4 San Francisco. Examine the coin's color. Coins with original red color, not dark brown, are worth more. Inspect for errors. Use a magnifying glass to look for doubled lettering or odd shapes. Check the condition. Coins without scratches, wear, or nicks are the most valuable, and if you think your coin is in great condition or has a rare error, consider getting it professionally graded. It may cost a little upfront, but the return could be worth it if you're sitting on a hidden gem. In today's market, collectors are actively searching for high-quality 1940 pennies, and prices have remained strong, especially for red, mint state examples and those with unique errors. So before you toss that old penny into a jar or spend it as spare change, take a closer look. That 1940 Abraham Lincoln cent could be a small fortune hiding in plain sight. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and tap the bell so you don't miss any future videos on rare coins and hidden treasures. Drop a comment below if you've got a 1940 penny or any other coin you want us to cover next. Until next time, happy collecting, and good luck treasure hunting. Today we're diving deep into the fascinating world of Lincoln pennies, specifically the 1958 1-cent coin that could be hiding in your collection or pocket change. You might be surprised to find out how valuable this humble penny can be, especially in the right condition. Stay with us till the end, because we'll break down everything you need to know, from its history to the current market value and what makes certain 1958 Lincoln cents worth thousands of dollars. History and background. 040. The 1958 Lincoln 1-cent coin is part of the iconic wheat penny series that ran from 1909 to 1958. It features the familiar profile of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner. This design was introduced to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth and marked the first time a real person appeared on a regular U.S. coin. On the reverse side of the 1958 penny, you'll find the classic wheat ears on both sides of the denomination 1 cent, which is why collectors often refer to these coins as wheat pennies. The reverse design would be replaced the following year, in 1959, with the Lincoln Memorial design. That makes the 1958 Lincoln penny the last year of the wheat cent, a detail that adds to its appeal among collectors. Mint locations and mintage, 130. There were two main versions of the 1958 penny minted in 1958. No mint mark struck at the Philadelphia Mint 1958D. Struck at the Denver Mint. The Philadelphia Mint produced around 252 million pennies that year, while the Denver Mint produced over 800 million. Because of these large numbers, most 1958 pennies aren't particularly rare, but condition and specific errors are where the real value comes in. Valuable errors to look for. 215. One of the most famous and valuable errors in U.S. coin history involves the 1958 Lincoln cent, the 1958 double die obverse. This coin features strong doubling on the words Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date 1958. The doubling is very prominent and easy to spot even with the naked eye. This error coin is extremely rare. Fewer than 3 known examples have been certified by major grading companies like PCGS. In auctions, these rare double die pennies have sold for as much as $100,000 or more, depending on their grade and condition. If you find one, you could be holding a life-changing coin. Another thing to watch for are die cracks, off-center strikes, and coins with repunched mint marks, especially the 1958D. While not as valuable as the double die, some of these error coins can still bring in $50 to several $100. Condition and grading, 320. Now let's talk about how much your 1958 penny could be worth based on condition. The value of any coin heavily depends on its grade, which ranges from poor to mint state. Circulated condition, worn. Most 1958 pennies found in pocket change or circulation are worth about 2 to 5 cents due to their copper content and age. Uncirculated, mint state in 1958 Lincoln cent in MS60 to MS63 condition could be worth $1 to $5. MS65 red or better, a brilliant uncirculated 1958 penny with full red color can sell for $10 to $50, depending on eye appeal and luster. Coin certified as MS67. Red by grading services like PCGS or NGC can command $300 to $700 or more, especially if they are among the finest known examples. Current market value, 420. As of today's market, a regular 1958 penny in circulated condition has a minimal value, but collectors are paying premiums for high-grade coins and rare errors. 1958 double die obverse, up to $125,000,195AD in MS67 red, around $600 to $8,001,958. No mint mark in MS66 or MS67 red, $200 to $500. Prices may vary based on auction trends, collector demand, and grading certification. If you think you have a high grade or error penny, it's always a good idea to get it professionally graded. Tips for collectors, 510. If you're sorting through penny rolls, coin jars, or old collections, keep your eyes peeled for 1958 coins. Look for sharp details and no signs of wear. A bright red color, which means the coin hasn't oxidized. Any signs of doubling or odd markings. 1958D coins with strong strikes or repunched mint marks. And most importantly, use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to examine your coins closely. You never know when a penny could be worth a fortune. Conclusion, 550. So there you have it. The 1958 Lincoln 1 cent penny may seem ordinary, but under the right circumstances, it can be a valuable addition to your collection. From the rare double die to high-grade mint state examples, this final year of the Wheat Penny series holds a special place in numismatic history. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and click the bell so you don't miss out on future coin value guides and rare coin discoveries. Drop a comment below if you have a 1958 penny or if you've ever come across one worth a lot of money. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy collecting!